In the busy town of Greenfield, where the chatter of traders filled the streets and children played in the dust, lived two young women, Grace and Sophia. They had grown up together, inseparable since childhood. They shared secrets, laughter, and dreams of what their futures might hold. But as they grew older, life began to pull them in different directions. Grace lost her parents at an early age. With no inheritance or family wealth, she struggled to survive. She lived in a small wooden house on the edge of town and worked long hours in the local market, selling vegetables and firewood. Though life was difficult, she carried herself with quiet dignity. Sophia, on the other hand, came from a well-to-do family. Her father was a successful businessman, and she was blessed with beauty and charm. She always wore the finest dresses, attended the best gatherings, and had many suitors vying for her attention. Slowly, pride crept into her heart, and she began to look down on those less fortunate. One warm afternoon, as they sat under the old oak tree where they once shared childhood stories, Sophia looked at her friend with disdain. "Grace," she said mockingly, "just look at you. No husband, no wealth, no prospects. Who would want a poor girl like you? You'll probably end up old and alone, still carrying baskets of vegetables on your head." Her words stung deeply. Grace's eyes filled with unshed tears, but instead of answering harshly, she took a deep breath and replied quietly, "Sophia, life is full of seasons. What you laugh at today may be the very thing you envy tomorrow." Sophia laughed scornfully and tossed her hair. "We'll see about that." Not long after, Sophia married a wealthy trader named Daniel. The wedding was the talk of Greenfield. She wore jewels and silk, the music echoed through the town, and she boasted proudly about her future. Grace, meanwhile, remained single, continuing to work hard in the market. She saved every penny she could, prayed for strength, and trusted that her time would come. But seasons do change. Daniel, Sophia's rich husband, was not the man she thought him to be. He was unfaithful, cruel, and careless with money. His business soon collapsed, and when wealth disappeared, so did his affection. Sophia found herself trapped in an unhappy, abusive marriage. Eventually, Daniel abandoned her, and she returned to her father's house with nothing. Grace's story unfolded differently. A kind and humble man named Michael noticed her perseverance and gentle spirit. He fell in love with her and they married. Together, they built a successful farm business, turning it into one of the most admired enterprises in Greenfield. Grace's home was filled with joy, laughter,